Hey, what's up guys? I have a really cool review for you guys, but before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to this channel. We have reached 10,000 subscribers, and to me that is a huge deal. I could not have imagined that a couple of years ago when I started this channel, and I had no clue about editing videos, posting stuff on social media as far as marketing and things like that. So I have learned a lot over the years, but your support, your comments, everything you guys do to motivate me to keep going and bring you guys more content, that is the most important thing. And I appreciate you guys for supporting me over the years, subscribing to the channel, and I just can't wait to see how far this channel can go. But of course I can't do that without you guys. You guys are the ones that are gonna make this channel grow. So I appreciate you guys for the support. Thank you, and let's keep going. So with that being said, today's video, I'm excited to talk about this shoe because in this video I'm gonna be reviewing for you guys my first pair of New Balance 480 Numeric. It's a shoe that I've been eyeing for a little bit, but now that I have them in hand, I am so happy that I grabbed them because this shoe has surprised me a lot as far as how it looks and how the shoe looks on feet as well. So with that being said, let me show you guys a quick look and let's talk about these. So here we have them guys, the New Balance 480 Numeric. This shoe retails for $100 in this dark navy colorway alongside the rust colorway released in early August of this year. In case you didn't know, the reason why it has the Numeric branding is because this is technically a skateboarding shoe. However, the 480 model released back in 1983 and it was New Balance's first basketball sneaker. Some of the most notable players that wore the 480 on the court was Hall of Famer James Worthy. But there's a lot more to the story, and this 480 model has recently gained some popularity because in the recent Joe Freshgood collaboration with New Balance, he released the 650 model. In that campaign, he was teasing the what if factor if Michael Jordan wore a New Balance sneaker in that famous flight picture that was taken back in 1984 during the Summer Olympics. Well, Joe Freshgood's what if story is not completely true because of course he's teasing the 650 model. In reality, the word on the street is that Michael Jordan was either wearing the 480 or he was wearing the 425 model. That famous picture was taken by Jacobus Rentmeester, and Nike actually stole that idea and created the classic flight image that we know today, and eventually that became the Jordan brand logo. According to the Complex Sneaker article that I read, I'll leave the link in the description below, Rentmeester and Nike definitely had their legal battles, and I guess unfortunately Nike came out on top. But switching back to this 480 Numeric model, New Balance actually released their first line of Numeric sneakers, the skateboard line, back in 2012. So getting into the details and materials of this colorway, as you can see here, you mostly have a dark navy and white colorway. You do have a nice off-white midsole, and then on the front of the tongue you do have some burgundy on the New Balance Numeric logo. The outsole is primarily in the dark navy, and then in the middle there you also have some burgundy. When it comes to the materials and details of the shoe, on the inside part of the shoe, this sock lining actually features a leather material in the white color. These insoles here are actually absorbed, which is the first time I see a New Balance sneaker with absorbed insoles, which I'm starting to think like New Balance has been holding out. Why don't you add these absorbed insoles in like made in USA sneakers? Just saying. But this is the first time I see absorbed insoles on a New Balance sneaker. They've probably been around for a while, but this is the first sneaker that I have with absorbed insoles. On the front of the tongue, you do have a patch with the New Balance Numeric branding 480 model in the white and burgundy color. Because these are a Numeric 480, they do feature a thicker tongue just for additional padding for those that are going to use these for skateboarding purposes, similar to like a Nike Dunk SB. The top of the tongue is made out of a leather material, and then the inside part of the tongue is made out of mesh. These come out of the box with these flat gray laces, but they also come with an additional pair of white laces. The underlays on these 480s are actually made out of a nice tumble leather material in the white color, and then the overlays are made out of a dark navy nubuck material. And the nubuck material also has a similar tumble leather design. On the toe box here, you do have some perforated leather. And both lateral and medial side, you will find the classic N logo. The top layer of the N logo, it's in a light gray color, and it looks like it's made out of a suede material, and it does have a pebble suede design. As you come all the way to the back back of the shoe, above the heel counter, you will find some New Balance branding in the burgundy color. As far as the midsole and cushioning system, these are an 80s basketball shoe, so the midsole here is primarily made out of rubber. Flipping the shoe over to the outsole, you do have an endurance rubber outsole here, so that's going to give this outsole some more durability and a lot of grip, especially if you're going to use these for skateboarding purposes. One cool feature that these 480 numerics have is that they do have some fuel cell technology here as well. This burgundy material that you see here on this outsole, it is exposed fuel cell material that is going to help with the overall comfort of this shoe. The shoes come in a different type of box, not your traditional regular GR New Balance box. You do have a New Balance numeric box here, which does flip open like this, and you do have a different shade of gray here. Obviously New Balance numeric branding throughout the box. And there you have the official tags of the shoe. As far as sizing with these 480s, I went with a 9.5, and I'm typically a size 10 on non-made in USA New Balance sneakers, but I got these on sale through the Concept website and they only had a 9.5. The size 10 was sold out. So I figured, you know what, for 70 bucks, let me give these a chance and see what happens. And luckily they actually fit pretty well. They might actually fit perfect. I probably could fit a size 10 and be okay with it, no problem. But with these 9.5, they actually fit pretty good. I was a little bit anxious because you do have a thicker tongue here, so I thought that the thicker tongue was going to make the shoe feel a little bit tighter in the size 9.5, but surprisingly it fits fine. So if you're someone who's iffy to go a half a size down, like your made in USA New Balance sneaker size, then just go with your regular size, true to size, like a 2002 R, 1906 R for example, and I think you'll be fine. When it comes to comfort and feel, I was actually a little bit disappointed with these, to be honest, because I thought that this fuel cell and this absorb insole was just gonna give the shoe a little bit of additional padding so that the midsole didn't feel too firm and flat. And honestly, it feels just like a Nike Dunk feels in my opinion, and also like an Adidas Form 84. So if you're thinking that this fuel cell and additional, absorb insole is gonna help with the padding on these, in my opinion, it kind of doesn't. It feels pretty much the same. But if you're okay with how a Nike Dunk feels, or like some of those 80s basketball shoes, then these are going to be the same. All right guys, so my final thoughts on these 480s is that these are obviously an 80s basketball shoe, pretty basic as far as the overall design. Think of a Nike Dunk, even the 550s or the Form 84 lows from Adidas. It's pretty much the same sort of concept and design here. You really can't miss with this design in my opinion. I do prefer this numeric version compared to the regular 480, even though I haven't seen the 480 in hand, but I'm assuming you're not gonna have this thicker tongue and things like that and some of these added, comfort features. So I would just go with the numeric version in my opinion, because you're gonna have that similar sort of Nike Dunk SB vibe compared to just the regular 480. Another thing that I wanted to point out is I'm not a skater, so I can't really speak on that level, but one thing that's important about the numeric version is that the upper is reinforced with the midsole, I believe. So that's going to help with this upper to have more durability so it doesn't rip for someone who's truly going to use these for skateboard purposes. Another thing that I was really surprised about this model or this version of the 480, it's that the materials actually feel pretty good. The nubuck feels pretty soft. The leather actually feels pretty good compared to like a Nike Dunk GR that you touch those and it feels like that leather is made out of straight plastic. These materials actually feel premium for a sneaker that retails for $100. I really think New Balance has something special going here. They can use this model for more collabs. Like imagine if Emily Andor took these 480s and did a collab instead of the T500 or the CT500, whatever that model is. Imagine if they did that. These 480s would definitely blow up. I really think New Balance should take this model, come out with some collabs, obviously some nice GR colorways as well, switch up the materials like I said, and I think this shoe will definitely be a New Balance rotation for a long time. So with that being said, let me throw these on and show you guys how they look on feet. Alright guys, so hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance 480 Numeric in the dark navy colorway. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the 480 model, and are you looking forward to more GR colorways and potentially collabs as well. And like always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely hit that subscribe button, like the video if you like it, comment below as well. Follow me on Instagram and Threads at Guy and Kicks. And that's it guys, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.